So how does Dennis Prager look at the world? I often notice him talking about how if you Google his name with any swear word, there are all these thousands of results that come up. I think he's been making this claim since about 1997, and it talks about how he's inured to this, but how people on the left tend to use ad hominem arguments rather than rational arguments, but he's inured to this. So I decided to take Prager up on this test. I wanted to test his intellectual honesty and check if his view of reality was distorted. Sometimes I feel that Dennis Prager enjoys hanging himself on a cross and publicly nursing his wounds while denying that they are wounds. So I put his name into Google with the following curse words and compared the results with intellectuals on the left, such as Mickey Kausch, Joshua Marshall, Al Franken, Rachel Maddow, Keith Olbermann, and Luke Ford. So by the very criteria that Prager repeatedly suggests, there is no evidence that he receives any extra abuse than anyone else with his size of an audience. Nor is there any evidence that people on the right receive more abuse than people on the left, by the criteria that Dennis Prager states. Seems to me that someone such as Dennis Prager keeps talking about how he is inured to abuse is decidedly non-inured to abuse. An inured person doesn't keep talking about how inured he is. He's simply inured. When you repeatedly announce that you're inured, it feels like you're trying too hard. I think Dennis Prager looks at the world in a distorted way, with a special fondness for his own sufferings, imagining them to be far greater and far more unfair than they really are. Dennis Prager spoke to the same sized audience from the left, or if he spoke primarily about sports, his association on Google with certain curse words would be about the same, I suspect.